Hey, what's up guys? My name is Sicsen and welcome to my newest video. So today I wanted to do a video that's similar to a video that I did last year, which was top 10 games that I played in 2016. So I thought, why not do a top 10 games that I played in 2017? I played a lot of really good games last year, so if anyone is looking for game recommendations, then maybe this will help them out. And I just want to point out that this is my opinion, and this list is not games that came out in 2017, it's games that I played in 2017. So first on the list, of course, is Splatoon 2, one of my favorite games ever, which did come out in 2017. It's for the Switch, obviously, and it's one of my favorite Switch games, actually. It's the Switch game that I have the most hours on. Basically, if you live under a rock and you don't know what Splatoon 2 is, it's like a shooter game, only you shoot with ink, and you have to cover the whole turf with your color ink. That's just one game mode. There's plenty of other game modes, but that's the main game mode. If you haven't picked up this game and you have a Switch, then you definitely should. It's not for everyone. I know a few people who don't like it, but a lot of people that I know really like it. The next game on my list is actually two games, Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm. I don't have the physical copy of Life is Strange, and the Life is Strange Before the Storm physical copy is coming out this March, which I have pre-ordered, so that's really fun. But basically, Allie is the one who forced me to play this game, and I've been wanting to play Life is Strange for a while, but I didn't get around to it until like summer of last year. I can safely say that I am now obsessed. Life is Strange is kind of like a Telltale game where it's like point and click, but there's also stuff that you actually do, like walk around in the game. It's like a mixture of genres, I guess. In the first game, you play as Max Caulfield, and basically you have the power to rewind time and like redo shit. The second game, however, is like a prequel to the first game, but I still recommend playing the first game, Life is Strange, and then playing Life is Strange Before the Storm. I still have yet to play the bonus episode for Life is Strange Before the Storm because it has not come out yet, but I am sure that I'll love it just as much as I love every other episode. It's for PC, PS4, and Xbox, and I think that there's actually an iOS version of the first game, so if you haven't played it, you really have no excuse. The next game I'm going to talk about is also a game that I don't have physically, unfortunately, and it is Infamous Second Son. A lot of my friends in Discord were like begging me to play Infamous Second Son because they said that it was a really good game, and I was like, yeah, I'll get around to it, but then it became free on PS Plus, so I was like, I mean, I might as well get it. So I got it, and I played through the entire game on stream, and honestly, it was a really fun game. It's probably like 12 hours, so it's not the longest game ever, but it's still really fun, and the fact that you can choose to be evil or good is really interesting. So I played through the good route at first, and then when I finished the game, I decided to go back and stream the entire game again doing the evil route. So I now have a platinum trophy on that game, and it's really fun, so I really recommend it. The next game I have, of course, is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Switch. Now, I feel like I'm gonna get crucified because of this, but I have not finished this game yet. So far, I've done 3 of the Divine Beasts, and I'm on my 4th one right now, actually. I'm in, like, the dungeon, and I still have to beat Ganon, but I've just really been taking my time with this game. I haven't really played that many other Zelda games, so it's just a new experience for me, and the open world aspect of it is kind of overwhelming at first, because I want to, like, go do everything and go do every little quest, and sometimes it's just overwhelming because there's so many things you can do. But honestly, it's one of the best games that I have, and I love playing it, I love streaming it, and I like stretching out the experience so that I don't finish the game really quick. Next on my list is another Switch game. It is Super Mario Odyssey, which I actually like this game better than Breath of the Wild, just because I personally like Mario games better than Zelda games. That's just how I am. Of course, both games are great, but Super Mario Odyssey was just, it was my first 3D Mario game since I played Galaxy, and I didn't even play Galaxy 2. I never played Sunshine, I never played Super Mario 64, so 3D Mario games were kind of foreign to me. I was really used to just the 2D Mario games. But honestly, playing this was so much fun. I loved all the kingdoms, all the little end game stuff that you can do. I'm actually still trying to get all the moons. I've finished the game, I've finished the end game stuff except for getting all the moons, and it's just a really beautiful, fun game, and I highly recommend it. I actually thought it was really easy until I finished the game and I did the end game stuff, and then that's when it got hard. The next game on my list is Until Dawn. If you haven't heard about Until Dawn, it's basically like an interactive movie type game, but it's really awesome. It's one of those games where each decision you make can lead to an entirely different outcome, which is that's kind of my like favorite type of games because it really makes you feel like you're making a difference in the game. Basically, you play as a bunch of different characters. There's like, I think it's 8 friends who go up to a lodge and they have to avoid some type of killer. I don't want to spoil it, but it's there's something going on that is dangerous, so they have to, you know, try to escape. But it's really cool. The graphics are really great. I played through it 3 times, and each time I did a different outcome, and so now I have the trophy, the platinum trophy on this game, which is really cool. But I definitely recommend it if you like kind of thriller suspense games. The next game that I really enjoyed playing is Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't really play it on PS4. I got it for PC a few months ago, but I did used to play it on PS4, which is why I'm just showing you guys this. Basically, this isn't really like your typical Final Fantasy game because it's an MMO. Like, you pick your character and then you do quests and multiplayer missions and stuff and raids with people online. Even though you have to pay a monthly fee to play it because it's such a huge game, to me it's worth it because it's really fun and there's so much that you can do. I don't think I'll ever be bored of that game, honestly. The next game that I want to talk about is Firewatch, which is a game that I have for PC, and I don't have the physical copy, obviously. Allie recommended that game to me, and she said that it was a pretty good, short, linear game that I could finish pretty quickly. So I did finish it. I think I played it 3 times, and then the last time I played it for like 5 hours straight and I just finished it. It's honestly such a beautiful game. Like, if you're a stickler for graphics and beauty in a game, then it's the game for you. Basically, it's just you living in the woods in a Firewatch tower, and you have to, you know, obviously keep track of the fires and whatnot, but there's like an eerie tone to it that I kind of like. It is pretty linear, but I think there is a mode where you can just explore the entire map. The only thing that I didn't really like about this game was the very ending, but if you play through it, you'll probably understand why. Next on my list is Undertale, which may be cringy to some of you guys, but 2017 is when I first played Undertale on my MacBook Pro. I have the PS4 version now because they came out with it for PS4 and I got the collector's edition, but I did play through my first game on Undertale on my MacBook, and now I'm playing through it again on my PS4. But Undertale is just honestly such a cool game because it's so unique in so many different ways. Like, the dialogue, the fighting, all that stuff is just so out there and it's really cool. And of course the music. Everyone knows that Undertale's music is amazing. I have the CDs in my car and I listen to it all the time. And last but not least, I have Persona 5, of course. Persona 4 Golden was my favorite game of all time, and it still is. And so of course I had to get Persona 5 in the collector's edition. I actually just recently got back into playing this game because I started playing it when it first came out, and then I just got really distracted by life, YouTube, school, whatnot. So I just didn't really have that much time to play games, but honestly, I'm getting back into it and it's so good. The music is good, the character design is just so clean, it's so beautiful. So I highly recommend this game if you like JRPGs and strategy games. But anyway, that's my top 10 list for games that I played in 2017, and hopefully I'll be able to make another one next year on games that I enjoyed this year. If you guys have any game recommendations for me, then just let me know and I'll definitely check that out. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace.